need to ring the alarm bell today. Sudan needs the same level of attention as Gaza and Lebanon. The other crisis that is happening on our watch and remains unaddressed is Sudan. And that crisis is forgotten, and it cannot be forgotten. It is the largest displacement crisis in the world.
Why is the world ignoring the imminent genocide in Sudan? Western officials and aid workers in Sudan are disturbed by the lack of international attention, and without a strong response, another genocide by the rapid support is likely.
It is the largest displacement crisis in the world. We have levels of food insecurity that we've almost never seen, certainly not in a generation. And if we don't respond and pay attention to the crisis in Sudan, many will die.
Alain Boswell tweeted, 5% of the attention given to crises like Gaza and Ukraine could have saved thousands of lives in Sudan. Alison Derritu warned of the threat of genocide.
On 13th June 2023, I expressed serious concern at the outbreak of full-fledged hostilities, violations and abuses of the international human rights and humanitarian law, and especially of ethnic clashes in West Darfur, involving ethnic Arabs and ethnic Masalit, as well as in Kordofan and Blue Nile. On 5th September 2023, I sounded the alarm again on the intercommunal and identity-based dimension of violence and the potential for further escalation. On 14 November 2023, I reiterated my extreme concerns about the attacks against the ethnic Masalit community in West Darfur, allegedly perpetrated with an explicit intent to destroy. On 21st December 2023, I alerted on the intensification of violence across wider Sudan.
And Human Rights Watch documented atrocities committed by the rapid support. Nathaniel Raymond asked, what will happen if the rapid support take control of al-Fashir?
We are concerned that Nyala is a preview, is a coming attraction of what happens next. We are talking hundreds of thousands of people, the most vulnerable people on the planet, who have really, at this point, no protection force between them and RSF, which has clearly shown, like the Janjaweed from which they are descended, that their intent is to liquidate, prioritizing men, but also with sexual gender-based violence against women, to liquidate non-Arab people in Darfur.
The international community did not react, despite civilians being targeted and stripped down their belongings. Memories of failed and successful international interventions in Rwanda and the Balkans are still fresh. Did inherent racism play a role?
The huge investment of the international community over the years to bring peace to Darfur have been hugely set back, as Darfur is once again witnessing ethnic cleansing and inter-ethnic conflicts, as we have just been reminded by USG DiCarlo. The efforts to mediate the crisis to date have not been successful. There have been several initiatives, including the Jeddah process, the neighboring countries initiative, the Egyptian initiative, and the IGAD initiative. These efforts need effective coordination to achieve the goal of bringing peace to Sudan.
Experts believe that the neglect towards Sudan might stem from a lack of pressure by Western powers. International institutions have acknowledged that the atrocities committed by the rapid support surpassed those in Syria and Iraq.
between the 24th of June and up to date, so this is less than 1.5 months, we have counted 726,000 have been displaced. This is only one front line. If you add to this the others, I give you an example, Khartoum. Out of the 10.7 million internally displaced in Sudan, 35% of them are coming from the capital of Sudan, Khartoum. That's almost the whole capital of a country has been displaced. So imagine the scale of displacement. You still have large number of civilians who are trapped there, extremely under very hostile environment, zero access to healthcare services. They walk for hundreds maybe of meters or kilometers, many of them under a very hostile environment trying to secure food. The food prices are skyrockets, very shortage in everything. There are militias who have taken civil properties all over the places. So there are civilians who are trapped there. They cannot get out. Maybe they don't have a place to go out.
Are there external hands aiming for a depopulated Sudan?
بس أنا منسوخ والله.
إنه ساعة واحدة.
بس قالوا ساعة واحدة قبل ما تحول القروش.
الساعة واحدة.
ليش ساعة واحدة قاعدين معي؟ كذا في الشارع.
قال غشاكوا؟ قال مش غشاكوا؟ غشاكوا؟ قال تسمعوا كلامه ثاني؟ قولوا والله. متأكدين؟ تعرف إن تاكل بدك بيصيروا؟ متأكدين؟ دي هتحتة. هتحتة دي.
President Trump will make his own decision.
الرئيس ترامب سيتخذ قراراته الخاصة، ولكن ما هو واضح هو أن قوات الدعم السريع بقيادة حميدتي يجب أن يتم تصنيفها كمنظمة إرهابية، فهي قد بدأت هذه الحرب وتواصل شن هذه الحرب ودخلت إلى قرى وبلدات وارتكبت أعمال وحشية على نطاق واسع، فهم قد قتلوا الأشخاص وتركوا جثث مرمية وقاموا بإحراق العاصمة وبلدات وقرى. وإذا ما قد تنظر الولايات المتحدة إلى فعله، وهذا سيتم تقريره بعد تولي الرئيس ترامب منصبه. وإذا سينظر الرئيس ترامب إلى إيجابيات وسلبيات الاستقرار في السودان، وهو سيقرر برأيي أن الاستقرار في السودان يصب بمصلحة العالم، وهذا الأمر يعني أنه لا يمكن أن تبقى قوات الدعم السريع وإمدادات الأسلحة التي تأتي من الخارج يجب أن تتوقف، ويجب أن يسمح للسكان بالعودة إلى منازلهم وإعادة بناء البلاد.
أرجو من مجلسكم الموقر أن يتداول بشجاعة وأن يخطو الخطوة الأخيرة، وهي ذكر الأمارات إدانتها حتى تتوقف الحرب.